A radio station under the authority of a Catholic university and the local archbishop is broadcasting blatantly satanic music, and when called out for it, the archdiocese punted while the university ran for cover. In just a moment, we're going to break down Seton Hall University's defense of the radio station and then prove to you the horrifying and shocking truth about what the station is pouring into the ears, minds, and hearts of its listeners. Coming up on this special report from the Lepanto Institute. The radio station WSOU 89.5 FM in New Jersey is owned and operated by the Catholic University, Seton Hall. In a previous report, the Lepanto Institute exposed the vile and satanic songs being broadcast by the station. Seton Hall is a diocesan university, which means the Cardinal Archbishop of Newark, New Jersey, Cardinal Joseph Tobin, has ultimate authority over it. What this means is that Cardinal Tobin could immediately shut down the filth being broadcast by WSOU if he so desired. Meanwhile, Seton Hall owns the FCC license for the radio station and likewise has the power and authority to close it down. Instead, in response to hundreds of messages demanding the station be shut down, the Archdiocese of Newark referred concerned Catholics to Seton Hall, which responded with a form letter, while WSOU put up a disclaimer, saying that the programming heard on WSOU does not represent the opinions and beliefs of Seton Hall University. The disclaimer is an absolute joke. Not only is it not true, because it is owned and operated by Seton Hall, but it directly contradicts what WSOU claims on its own FAQ page, which says the music played on WSOU is actually much more family values friendly than the sexually charged lyrics you'll hear on a hit radio station. And all songs on WSOU are screened for content to ensure that lyrics do not undermine the mission and values of Seton Hall University or the Catholic Church. If a band or song isn't appropriate for WSOU, we don't play it. The form letter sent through Seton Hall's communications department opened with the following statement. Unfortunately, misinformation about the station has recently circulated. It then provided a bullet point list of what they called clarifications, wherein WSOU claims that it encourages students and listeners to pursue a quest of lifelong learning sustained by Catholic values, that every song that WSOU plays must meet strict FCC standards for content, and its music also must meet even stricter university standards for content. And everything that airs on WSOU is clean, meaning songs are edited to remove offensive lyrics. It doesn't take a master's in theology or a PhD in common sense to examine the material being broadcast by WSOU and see that what it is sending out over the airwaves is indeed violent, gory, and satanic. Listen, what I'm about to show you is extremely disturbing, upsetting, and graphic. So, if you don't want to be exposed to the satanic and violent content of WSOU's broadcasts, turn the video off now. Everything I'm about to show you came directly from recordings of WSOU's broadcasts, proving that what we reported a month ago was not misinformation. This evidence comes to you directly from WSOU itself. Just a few days before our first report on WSOU, the station posted on Facebook the new music video for a group called Devil Driver. The song is called Nest of Vipers and centers around a man receiving a tarot card reading from a medium. The video is replete with occult images, while the band screams incoherent lyrics to a high-intensity rhythm. Here are a few shots from the video. Here's a tarot card reading that's a part of the video. Here's a woman bathed in red light dancing with snakes. Notice here the hexagram, commonly used in casting spells. At this point, you see a woman elevating ram's horns, very much like known witch Marina Abramovich holding up ram's horns. And here you see the Baphomet, which is a symbol of Satan himself. Be honest, Seton Hall, is this really something you consider clean and family-friendly, or in keeping with the Catholic mission of the university? Thing is, that's not even the worst of it. On September 30th, 2019, at 12:06 a.m., WSOU played the song Forced Gender Reassignment by the band called Decapitation. This horrifying song provides a sympathetic and grotesque case for transgenderism by describing the mutilation of the genitals of Christians who oppose transsexuality, effectively asking, how would you like it if you had to live in a body that wasn't your gender identity? The album is titled Monolith of Inhumanity, and with some minor editing to remove the F word, the beginning of the lyrics explain the purpose of the song. Quote, somewhere in this organism's development, a separate path taken, possible defect awakened. Some feel it was simply a choice and use morality to strengthen their voice. For this rather Christian indoctrination, we have such sights to show you. The gimp shall get to know you, mother effing biblically. It's bound in human leather, desensitized, its sanity weathered. To the wall your arms and legs are tethered. Say hello to your new gender. From there, the song goes into gory and graphic detail of the mutilation of a man and woman's genitals as their sexes are forcibly swapped. Family-friendly indeed. One of the most popular bands played by WSOU is called Cannibal Corpse. This band's cover art, which is displayed each time the group is played through WSOU's iHeartRadio broadcast, contains some of the goriest, most graphic and disturbing imagery imaginable, and its lyrics are no better. In our previous report, we mentioned the song Hammer Smashed Face, which has been played at least 7 times in the last year. Now, WSOU claims to have cleaned the lyrics of the songs they play. With regard to this song, all that meant was editing out the F word in this verse. Eyes bulging from their sockets, with every swing of my mallet, I smash your effing head in until brains seep in through the cracks. Blood does leak, distorted beauty, catastrophe, steaming slop splattered all over me. Cannibal Corpse's Evisceration Plague has been played at least 6 times on WSOU in the last year. The song is a first-person account of a demon-possessed homicidal maniac stabbing someone to death in graphic detail. It says, stabbing compulsion overwhelms my mind. Terrorized screams follow the thrust of my knife. I wrench the blade from the chest to the crotch. Organs and entrails fall to the ground. Driven to kill, this is not my will. I am compelled to slay. Invisible foe takes control. Evisceration plague. Again, this falls under what Seton Hall and WSOU call family values friendly, clean, and in line with Catholic values. Another band enjoying broad coverage on WSOU is called Misfits. Their song, Skulls, has been played at least 14 times in the last year, most recently on September 5th. As a father of 4 beautiful and completely innocent girls, I am especially offended and disgusted that this song would get played on a Catholic-controlled radio station, and when you hear the lyrics, you'll see why. Amid the refrain, I want your skulls, I need your skulls, only the word devil is edited out of the 3 main verses which say, WSOU. The corpses all hanging headless and limp, bodies with no surprises. The blood drains down like the devil's rain. We'll bathe tonight. Demon I am and face I peel. See your skin turned inside out, 'cause gotta have you on my wall. Collect the heads of little girls. Put 'em on my wall. Hack the heads off little girls and put 'em on my wall. Seton Hall says this song was cleaned. This song is family values friendly and lives up to the Catholic standards of the university. This music is extremely violent and thoroughly demonic, and any claim to the contrary is an absolute lie. But as sick and disgusting as this music is, it's not nearly as disturbing as the deeply satanic and black magic-centered content that I'm about to show you. On August 26, 2020 at 2:53 p.m., WSOU played the song titled Old Evil by the bands Windhand and Satan's Satyrs. The lyrics of the song especially amount to a repeated incantation calling upon dark forces. The music video accompanying the song confirms its satanic nature. Pay attention to the procession of witches on their way to Stonehenge and nude woman standing in a flame transforming into a goat's head. The lyrics say, "You who bury your crosses, you who crawl through the weeds, you who whisper your curses, you will show it to me. Kneel, surrender a servant of dawn. The Moriah a chasm becomes. You who speak in all voices, you who slither and swarm, you who know many faces, you who know many forms." From those lyrics, it's very clear that the song is directed exactly at the devil. At least 7 times in the last year, WSOU broadcast a song titled When a Demon Defiles a Witch by a band called Whitechapel. The song features a witch casting a spell by consulting a spell book and then encircling herself in a magic circle drawn in her own blood. 2 verses say, "I cry, but if you take a look closer, you'll see a demon's eyes. There's no coming back for me, for my spirit guide is trapped inside my brain. I don't know who I am, in the name of the Father and the Holy Ghost. Close your gates, lock the doors, there is no hope. What has the world come to when a demon defiles a witch? Nobody trusts a word I say. I can't erase these memories, but I will erase humanity. Erase humanity." Opeth is another band that enjoys frequent coverage on WSOU, and its song, The Grand Conjuring, has been played 12 times in the last year. This song can be described as nothing less than an actual satanic prayer calling upon the devil for possession. In part, the lyrics read, "Majesty, faithful me, pour yourself into me. Wield your power, martyr's price. Stare me down to the ground, slake my thirst, eternal wealth, heathen key round my neck. This poetry, our blasphemy, knows the sounds of infamy. The eyes of the devil fixed on its sinners, the hands of Satan assembling his flock, pale horse rider searching the earth." Another band we mentioned in our previous report is Electric Wizard. Their song Necromania from the album Wizard Bloody Wizard was played at least 8 times in the last year. In an interview with Metal Hammer, the band described its album as all necrophilia, drug abuse, and Satanism. I like to tick all the boxes, haha, but it's more of a satanic party album than a miserable riffs album. The chorus to the song is, "'Cause she loves necromania, death her pleasure," while the rest describes the ritual sacrifice of a virgin. Cutting out the repeated chorus, the lyrics say this, "We love your virgin blood. Death is our drug. Shadows we hunt the streets, high on your screams. Black whips of leather, funeral shadows, black hooded figures. We rise from the tomb, your flesh is our doom. Screaming, chained in our crypt, too late, you can't resist. At last, so sweet, so dead, we drink your final breath, torture, bloodlust, and pain." Again, this is being broadcast by a radio station owned by a Catholic university, which in turn is owned by the Archdiocese of Newark. In other words, a Catholic-owned station is most definitely piping out satanic music. It's completely undeniable. Everything I just showed you is absolute proof of what is being broadcast by WSOU, and this barely scrapes the surface. What you saw and heard represents well over 90% of the music played by this station. Seton Hall claims that all of this is family-friendly and in keeping with Catholic values and the standards of the university. This is a lie. What WSOU is broadcasting is demonic, period. Call the number on your screen. Because the Archdiocese refused to publish the phone number to Cardinal Tobin, we're providing you the number for his Vicar General, Father John Chadwick. 973-497-4003. Call him and ask him to explain why WSOU is being allowed to broadcast the demonic songs you just heard. And also, be sure to sign the petition linked in the description demanding that WSOU be shut down immediately.